The best deeds on the 9th day of Ramadan. Ramadan is the month of golden opportunities, and by the 9th day, a Muslim has been on his faith journey for more than a week, so it is important to continue to strive and not slacken. The race towards Allah's pleasure is still ongoing, and every moment in Ramadan can be a key to forgiveness, mercy, and freedom from hell. Here are some good deeds that are recommended to be done on this blessed day. Point 1. Renewing intention and sincerity in worship. One of the most important things that a Muslim must be keen on daily is renewing intention and sincerity in work, as deeds are not accepted unless they are purely for Allah. The Prophet said, "Actions are only by intentions, and each person will have what he intended, agreed upon." So, whether you are fasting, praying, giving charity, or reading the Qur'an, make your intention for Allah alone and expect reward from Him. Point 2. Maintaining the Fajr prayer on time. The Fajr prayer is the key to blessings in the day, and whoever maintains it will receive Allah's care. The Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "Whoever prays Fajr is under the protection of Allah," narrated by Muslim. After Fajr, it is recommended to sit in the mosque or at home to remember Allah and read the Quran until sunrise, then pray 2 rak'ahs of duha, which is a great sunnah. Point 3. Reciting the Holy Quran and contemplating its meanings. Ramadan is the month of the Quran, and the best thing a Muslim can do is to recite it frequently and contemplate it. Allah the Almighty said, "The month of Ramadan in which the Quran was revealed," Al-Baqarah, 185. A schedule can be made to continue reading daily with the aim of completing the Quran during the month, and it is also recommended to contemplate the meanings of the verses and act upon them. Point 4. Reciting dhikr and istighfar frequently. Dhikr is food for the heart, and istighfar is a means of bringing mercy and forgiveness. Among the supplications that are recommended to be repeated are, "O glory be to Allah and His praise, glory be to Allah the Almighty, there is no God but Allah alone, He has no partner, His is the kingdom and His is the praise, and He is over all things omnipotent. O Allah, you are the pardoner and you love to pardon, so pardon me." Seeking forgiveness opens the doors of goodness, as the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "Whoever persists in seeking forgiveness, Allah will make for him a way out of every difficulty, and relief from every worry, and provide for him from where he does not expect," narrated by Abu Dawud. Point 5. Charity and feeding the poor. Charity has great merit, especially in Ramadan, when the reward is multiplied. The Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "The best charity is charity in Ramadan," narrated by Al-Tirmidhi. You can give charity in the form of money, food, or even by helping the needy. Providing iftar for a fasting person is also one of the greatest deeds, as the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "Whoever feeds a fasting person will have a reward like his, without that detracting from the fasting person's reward in the slightest," narrated by Al-Tirmidhi. Point 6. Strive to make du'a, especially before breaking the fast. Du'a is the weapon of the believer, and it is answered in Ramadan, especially when breaking the fast. The Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "A fasting person has a supplication when he breaks his fast that will not be rejected," narrated by Ibn Majah. It is recommended to persist in supplicating for oneself, one's family, and the Muslim Ummah, with certainty that one will be answered. Point 7. Taraweeh prayer and night prayer. Taraweeh prayer is one of the best acts of worship in Ramadan, and it is an opportunity for forgiveness of sins. The Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "Whoever prays during Ramadan out of faith and in the hope of reward, his previous sins will be forgiven," narrated by Al-Bukhari and Muslim. It is best for a Muslim to perform it with the Imam so that he will receive the reward of praying a full night. Point 8. Maintaining ties of kinship and communicating with family. Maintaining ties of kinship is one of the deeds that Allah loves and increases blessings in life and livelihood. The Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "Whoever loves for his provision to be expanded and his lifespan to be extended, let him maintain ties of kinship," narrated by Al-Bukhari. On this day, you can visit relatives, call them, or send them a kind message. Point 9. Behave with good manners and patience. Fasting is not only abstaining from food and drink, but also includes having good manners and self-control. The Prophet said, "If one of you is fasting, he should neither utter obscene words nor raise his voice, and if someone insults him or fights with him, he should say, 'I am fasting,' agreed upon." Ramadan is a great opportunity to practice patience and control anger. Point 10. Itikaf and devote himself to worship if possible. A Muslim can spend time in the mosque to worship and devote himself to remembering Allah. Itikaf is one of the great sunnahs, especially in the last 10 days, as the Prophet used to perform itikaf in search of the night of power. Conclusion: the 9th day of Ramadan is a great opportunity to continue to do good deeds and draw closer to Allah. Through prayer, remembrance, reading the Quran, giving charity, and maintaining family ties, a Muslim can invest this day in what will bring him reward and recompense. Let us all make sure to exploit every moment in Ramadan in a way that pleases God, and ask Him for acceptance and forgiveness.